Okay, on this episode of Studio Knowledge, I want to know if you have too many creative options. So if you're like me, I love surfing music gear websites. I even ask for gear catalogs from time to time. And especially when I started out, I would start going through that catalog and I would highlight what I wanted on page 1 and then page 2 and so on, and get through all 300 plus pages of catalog of music gear and realize it doesn't look like a catalog anymore. It looks more like a coloring book. I pretty much highlighted everything. So is there such thing as having too much creative options? Okay, so let's go back to kindergarten. Okay, you get your first box of 8 crayon Crayola pack. Okay, it's got all the basic colors that you think you may need. Okay, and you can be creative, but you pretty much know, okay, green's green, red's red, so on and so forth. Okay, now you kind of graduate kindergarten, you go first, second grade, and now you have a box of, let's say, 64 colors. Okay, well now you don't just have green, you have lime green, you got forest green, you got sea green, you got green, blue, blue, green, and all sorts of colors. Now you have a lot more different options, which is good. Okay, now let's say you go to your favorite Target, Walmart, whatever you may have, and you see this box of 300 plus crayons. Okay, now you have every color that Crayola makes. Is that going to stifle your creativity or open it up? Okay, a lot of times when you have so much either plugins or gears or whatever, it's good to have a lot of options, but if you have too many, a lot of times that will slow down the process, because you can be like, well, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, and it becomes this never-ending list of possibilities. I'm saying you should have plenty of options to choose from, but don't get caught up in having to have all the options, because you're going to end up going back to the same things over and over again. You're going to have the same tendencies. I remember when Tom DeLonge had just left Blink-182, and I remember seeing where he had just bought a dozen and a half, maybe 16, 18 guitars, and just so they'd have options for recording their first album. The thing is that they kept grabbing the same 1 or 2 guitars. Okay, having all those options didn't necessarily help them. They kind of found their own sound, and they just kept grabbing those things. So when the new catalog comes out, or NAMM show comes up, or whatever, I know we're all salivating to see the new gear, but we don't need everything. Okay, there's only so much you can use. Know what you have, find out what you can use, and don't get too overwhelmed by all these creative options. Okay, good luck, and we'll talk to you later.